Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Video Brandon Hodge here, King of Vlog Style. So this one is a very late video. It is currently 11 o'clock at night here in the eastern United States where I live. This is a breaking news episode. I just threw on a jersey. So this is crazy. Basically, WWE has been sold. And it's been sold to Saudi Arabia. Specifically the Saudi Arabian public fund or whatever. I don't have the information right now. I mean, this is breaking. This is like crazy at this point. So the public investment fund or something. This is just like nuts. Okay, so we've been talking about this for a few days now. I talked about this in today's news episode. I talked about how Vince McMahon is back. You know, Vince McMahon last year stepped down from the WWE. And he put Triple H and Stephanie and Nick Khan in charge, and he kind of just walked away after the whole scandal went down with him. This week, he went in front of the WWE Board of Directors and requested to be reinstated as the chairman of the WWE. And today they announced that or a few days ago, they announced they did that, and now that Vince is the head of thing, they were talking to maybe selling the WWE, and that was just like a crazy, crazy concept. It was a crazy concept from the beginning of Vince McMahon ever like giving up power of WWE to someone else. Like, Vince doesn't do that. He's not going to do that. But he did, and he did it last year. And then it was like, Vince McMahon's coming back. Oh, no, the guy's never coming back. Well, now that's happened. And then the rumors came around, oh, WWE for sale. And then this has been talks for like years, and nothing's ever came out of it. And we didn't think that would ever happen. There was this week. It's like, oh, they've talked about that for years. It's not happening. And now, tonight, at 11 o'clock at night, it's early morning, I guess, over in Saudi Arabia. Apparently, a deal has been made, and WWE has been sold to Saudi Arabia. And I don't know what this means for the company. I know a lot of wrestlers refuse to wrestle in Saudi Arabia for political reasons and reasons to do with Saudi. They don't agree with certain things. So I have a feeling this is going to be a complete like hellstorm right now that's going to be happening backstage at WWE with like a bunch of wrestlers are basically just going to walk out of their contracts. And I feel like there should be some type of clause where the wrestlers can just walk out if they want to walk out. But this is crazy. WWE is no longer going to be a publicly traded company, apparently. The rumors are saying that this new deal is taking WWE private. Privately owned by Saudi, it is no longer a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange. So that's another thing coming out of this. And honestly, guys, this is just shocking. Like, I'm just taken back. I'm just like, what does this mean for the company? What's the future of the company? Are they doing more shows in Saudi Arabia now? This has primarily been a United States, American-based company, and now it's not anymore. This is very interesting. And there was rumors, Vince would put like a clause in it where he would still be in charge of it. The creative division, I guess. Now, this could be a separate thing where they're kind of just getting the funding from Saudi, and WWE is just pretty much the same. It's just been run the way it's always been run. It's being run by Vince McMahon, Triple H, and it's just going to run in the United States like it always has. It's just funded behind the scenes by Saudi, and then that very well could be the situation we're looking at, or it could be a completely different situation where it is WWE is no longer WWE and it's the largest wrestling company in the world has been bought out by Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia's going to run it how they want. I mean, I really don't know, and I can't see Vince, selling his baby, if you will, selling his baby and just letting it go and letting it just like go to whatever someone who wants to do with it. Like I don't know exactly who's going to be running the thing. If it's not going to be Vince, hopefully it's someone who knows wrestling. Like, I would have the same problem with anyone else in the United States buying the company if it was like Fox or like Disney or someone. I'm like, these Hollywood people don't know pro wrestling. They don't know how to book the stuff. They don't know how to make it successful. That's been proven with WCW and other failed wrestling companies who were like just bought out by different big media companies. They didn't know how to run a wrestling company. But nonetheless, I guess it's pretty much confirmed at this point. WWE has indeed been sold to Saudi Arabia. I really don't know what to think about this. Now sound off in the comments, guys. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. And I'm sorry about this late upload. I'm sorry if I've woken you up because you have my notifications on. But every once in a while, when something major, and I mean major, goes down like this, I want to make a video, and I want to post it for you guys so we can have a discussion about it. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about WWE being sold to the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, or I believe that's the name of it. But yeah, this is interesting. And if you're from Saudi Arabia, because I know I have some viewers from Saudi Arabia who watch my channel, let me know what you guys think in the comments. as well, and let me know if you have more information than I would typically know here in the United States. If you're a Saudi Arabian fan, let me know, because I know surprisingly I have like fans in all countries. It's just like crazy. But ultimately, yeah, this is breaking news. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. The WWE is no longer, you know, an American company. It's no longer a publicly traded company. It's no longer you can go on your app, your stock app, and buy a stock for it, and you can own a portion of the WWE yourself. You can no longer do that, I guess. I mean, I believe as of right now, the sale is still going through, then they're still in the process of making the company private. But I believe a lot of change is going to happen, and this very well could be a giant hellstorm where like a bunch of wrestlers are going to be walking out, because I know a lot of wrestlers had problems with Saudi Arabia and had problems wrestling for them and wanted to go over there for these giant shows they do for them. Now that the company is completely financially backed by them and owned by them, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what those wrestlers are going to do. I don't know if they're going to walk out or try to renegotiate a contract or something. I feel like when the company you work for gets sold, all the contracts should be void and you should just be able to like renegotiate or something. But this is absolutely just wild, guys. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But honestly, like it's something I never thought I would see. I mean, there's been talks of WWE being sold for years upon years upon years upon years, pretty much ever since WWE became successful. So yeah, this is just crazy. I mean, I believe there's going to be some kind of contingency in the sell agreement where Vince is in creative control, even though a lot of people don't want that. They want Triple H in creative control, but I really don't know what the behind the scenes thing is. I don't know if it's just like they're just being financially backed by them, and WWE's completely the same. It's being run completely the same. I mean, we have the corporate offices they were just moving into in Stamford, Connecticut, and it's going to be like just ran pretty much the same. They're just pretty much an American company, and it's just owned behind the scenes by Saudi Arabia. I mean, it very well could be the situation, but you never know what can happen. I know when people hear that WWE's been sold to Saudi Arabia, they think the whole company is just going to like move over there, and then WWE's no longer what WWE was. I don't believe it's going to be that drastic, but I believe there will be some changes made. I believe some wrestlers may be leaving the WWE because of this, because they don't want, you know, to take money from Saudi Arabia. But that is their political deal or whatever. But really, let me know what you guys think of this. This is really crazy. I'm still wrapping my head around this. Of course, the Royal Rumble's coming up. I'm sure all the shows that are scheduled are still happening. I'm sure they're going to have more shows and all that. I'm pretty sure they're sticking to most things. And like I said, nothing at all could change. We might not see a noticeable change at all. But I have a feeling like some wrestlers are going to be walking out, some things are going to be switching around, so you absolutely never know what could happen. This is breaking news, breaking almost midnight here in the eastern United States. It's morning time over in Saudi Arabia, and basically Saudi Arabia has bought the WWE. World Wrestling Entertainment is now owned by Saudi Arabia. That's just crazy to say. WWE has been sold. Vince McMahon has sold his baby, which is just crazy. What year is this? What alternate universe have been transported to right now? My mind's just blown. But let me know your thoughts down below, guys. These were some of mine. I'm just kind of confused on what's happening. I'm trying to guess what's happening. But honestly, I'm just shocked. I am taken back. This is just crazy, shocking news. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for listening to my little rambling video. Let me know your thoughts down below. But I'm your king of vlog style, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.